out of the blue B 105.4. I'm going to try to explain what's so interesting about this subject I'm talking about. Here's a quote. This is Francezzo's Wanderer in the Spirit Lands. This is the second to last chapter, called Through Gates of Gold. Francezzo's father is in the Spirit Lands, and he visits him, and there's this gate of gold he sees, and the father explains, he says, Francezzo, that gate is inviting you to go nearer to see it for yourself. It is the entrance to the highest circle of this second sphere, and it is within those gates that your new home is waiting for you. And I'll skip down to here. He says now, I am, as you know, in the third sphere, which will therefore be still above you, but the nearer you approach to me, the more easily I can visit you, and in your new home we shall be much oftener together. So, he's going to go through the gate into the highest circle of the second sphere, and his father lives in the third sphere. So I'm going to refer now to this other book, Spirit Intercourse, J. Hewitt Mackenzie. Francezzo came out in 1897. This book came out in 1916. This book has a map in miles. And he talks about the first sphere. Here's an overall map of all 7 spheres. And here is the second sphere. So what's interesting about this is that this group of books all seem to describe the same place. They're all talking about a similar place. So here in J. Hewitt Mackenzie, we see that Francezzo is going to the upper, so here's the second sphere, lower, middle, upper. He's going to the upper section of the second sphere where the light, the degree of light, the light is about 99% of that of the sun. Whereas the father lives here in the third sphere where the light is brighter than the sun. Okay? And then I want to see one other little thing here that I've been talking about. So he goes through the gate. Here. The waving branches of the trees bent over me in loving welcome as I passed. The flowers seemed to turn to me as greeting one who loved them well. At my feet there was the soft green sward, and overhead a sky so clear, so pure, so beautiful, the light shimmering through the trees as never did the light of earthly sun. Before me were lovely blue and purple hills, and the gleam of a fair lake, upon whose bosom tiny islets nestled, crowned with the green foliage of groups of trees. Here and there a little boat skimmed over the surface of the lake, filled with happy spirits, clad in shining robes of many different colors, so like earth, so like my beloved southern Italy, he means, southern land, and yet so changed, so glorified, so free from all taint of wrong and sin.